on, I am going to show you how to make a really creamy white bean salad. So the creamy part is the white beans, but we're gonna make an herb dressing to go with it, and I have some rosemary focaccia to go with it as well. So it's gonna be a really simple dressing that we're gonna make, and I have canned white beans. So these canned white beans are usually labeled cannellini. Great Northerns would work, but white beans have a really, really smooth taste in your mouth, and a lot of people like them, and it can almost be used as like dairy for a sauce. And so I have a recipe for a hummus pasta, or you could even go ahead and use like a white bean, make a sauce out of it, and then mix your other things inside of there to make a pasta. So I'm making a dressing now, and the dressing is gonna be made with lemon juice and a lot of fresh herbs. The two herbs I'm using today are going to be, I'm gonna get these seeds out sooner or later, are gonna be parsley and cilantro. So you can use whatever kind you want. Mint goes really well with this, basil does as well, but I'm gonna squeeze about two lemons in here. And if you have a juicer, use a juicer. Don't do what I am and getting seeds all over the place, because seeds are bitter. Okay, so I'm collecting all my seeds now. Oh, there goes another one. Oh, and there goes another one. All right, so now I have to fish out the seeds. Try not to do this if you're not wearing gloves. And I'm getting them all over the place. All right, one more guy right there. Okay, so those go in there. Now I'm also gonna add a splash of white wine vinegar. And then I'm gonna do about a 1/4 cup of parsley and a 1/4 cup of cilantro, packed, okay? So not loosely. And use the stems of the cilantro if you like the flavor of cilantro. So I'm gonna add that in there. And if you have oregano would work really well too. Really any fresh herb that you have lying around would be good. So that's all gonna go in here. And I've got my olive oil ready, and I'm going to drizzle it in while I blend. And there you have your fresh herb dressing. So some other things you could add in here, shallots, garlic, really anything that you would normally have in your salad. But I'm gonna get my white beans ready now. I'm gonna add 1 cucumber. I'm gonna make a salad out of it. So I'm gonna add 1 cucumber that I'm gonna dice. And this can be served for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I find it's a good, refreshing lunch, but you can go ahead and serve it anytime you want. 1 tomato, and you can de-seed the tomato if you want. It's up to you. I'm not going to though. I'm gonna keep and since my knife isn't sharp, I'm gonna cut on the inside. It's always easier to cut on the inside of things that are slippery on the outside, especially if you don't have a sharp knife, which I don't because I was just cutting lemons with it. And then I have a little bit of red onion that I'm gonna also add in there. I'm gonna do as fine of a dice as possible because it's gonna be kind of, when you keep big chunks of red onion in a salad like this, sometimes it's overpowering. And that's why I didn't add any garlic where I normally would have. So I'm just gonna take the tip of my knife. I'm not gonna go all the way down because I'm not using all of it. Go in a few times because I want this as fine as possible. Claw, and then saw down when you have a knife that's not gonna cut perfectly. So the great thing about this salad is this can all sit for quite a while, at least a day or two, and it actually builds its flavor a little bit more too. So I'm gonna take my creamy dressing, or my dressing, herb dressing, and I'm just gonna mix that all up, just like that. And it's just really pretty to look at afterwards. So I'm gonna set that aside, and you can eat that right now, or what I like to do is I have some rosemary focaccia, whole wheat bread, ready to go. And what I'll do is take this guy out. Sorry, it's the same color as my cutting board. Put some bread right on top. And then People can help themselves then. And then I'll get a bowl of the salad ready to go. But there you have a creamy white bean kind of salad with some focaccia. Enjoy.